Well, thank you so much. I'm so excited to be here with you guys to talk about Atlanta HUD properties and also foreclosure properties. The last trip out in March was the first time. We've had a lot of success since then, so I'm really excited to share with you what we have to offer in Atlanta. What we're going to do today with the presentation is just kind of go through the process, talk about the ins and outs. It's a little bit different than a normal transaction that we work with. So I want to explain that to you, but I am in the booth. We've got a property. Love to talk to you about that. So come by when we're done with any questions. Okay. Every HUD home that we work with is a little bit different. So I'm going to kind of give you a generalized what we look for in a HUD home. We work with single-family homes, and these properties are going to be throughout the northeast side of Atlanta. They're heavily discounted properties, and they're areas, we focus in areas with solid growth. Another part of what drives our growth is school districts, so we're looking for solid school districts. And we also select homes with an eye for appreciating areas and ease of rental. Now, HUD options are going to be a little bit different. The process is different from buying a single-family home or a normal residential property. All the bids for the HUD homes are placed online through our team. I would actually just work with you one-on-one. And HUD actually accepts a bid with the highest net offer amount. And they don't have a preference for a cash buyer or a buyer that's obtaining financing. So it's a little bit different. Just keep that in mind as we're working through the process. HUD does open bidding to owner-occupants before investors, and that's something that we work ahead of time. And investors may bid after 14 days, about 2 weeks, from a time the home is placed on market. It's open. We do have some requirements for our investors that are a little bit different. We do need several things up front from you, and this is something I'll work with you one-on-one with. We do need social security number, current address, phone number, full legal name, and we do actually are going to be working with an earnest money check. Just to make a note, it is a certified earnest money check. And these are things that we need to get from you prior to placing your bid. But again, I'll work with you one-on-one with that. Now, one unique thing about our team, we do have all of our homes inspected prior to presenting them to you as the investor. And the reason why that's so important are that HUD homes are actually homes, you purchase them as is. And I am not an expert. I cannot come in and look at a home and tell you if it has a crack in the foundation. So we do have a professional CABO certified home inspector in Georgia that does all of our inspections for us prior to me placing a property in front of you. If we are successful with the bid and we move forward, there is a $300 fee for the inspection that's handled before closing, but after we do have a successful bid. And we also work with the inspector to develop a repair budget. And that's so important to understand the total cost involved with the HUD home before you buy it, to understand the cost it's going to take to bring that home up to rental standard. The next few slides we're going to go through are just going to show is the bidding process. First, we identify the property. We do this, we look at comps for the area. We want to find a home that's priced under market for you. And we also want to find an area with the good school districts and things that are going to drive the appreciation value for your property. We go ahead and have our inspector come out, inspect the property, and between looking at the market, looking at what HUD historically has been doing, we will determine an appropriate bid amount that we feel that the home can be successfully accepted at. Then we work with you as the investor to collect the items, present the property to you, talk to you about it, answer any questions, and then get the items that we need from you that I mentioned previously to go ahead and place the bid. And the bid is actually placed online through me. We will talk to you about the cost of the repairs up front, and we'll go ahead and place that bid. I've had a few questions that people ask about financing. For HUD homes and foreclosure homes, you do obtain normal conventional financing. I do have two preferred lenders in the Atlanta area that I work with. I do recommend possibly working with a lender closer to me for a few reasons. One, they work with the appraisals a little more closely, and they understand working with HUD in Georgia is a little bit differently. The process that we go through on the back end is a little different. So it's important to have a lender that you can trust and work with. We do have products with a 10% down payment. Now let's talk about the repair process. After we have accepted your bid, we're going to go ahead and have a local contractor come out. He's going to use the bid that was developed by the inspector and provide you an estimate. We unfortunately cannot start the repairs until you have closed on your loan. And as soon as those are done, we actually will take payment for the repairs up front. We can do a check or a charge card and have that arranged before closing so that we have a seamless process from start to finish. Once the property repairs are done, we do have the inspector come back out and do another check. We do this just to ensure that the things noted on the inspection are done, the home's up to code. And we will turn it over to your property management company, and the rental marketing will start after the repairs are done. The property management company does want the home in top showing condition. We do have a property management company in Atlanta that we've worked with several ICG investors with. They've been approved, and they do have some discounts for us. I'd be happy to share that information if you want to come by as well. Here's just some sample numbers. Basically, the bidding amounts that we can get are about $20,000 to anywhere $30,000, $35,000 off of fair market value. And this is just a review of the steps again. We will have the bid accepted by HUD. You'll make your loan application within 7 days, and that's per HUD's requirement. The contractor will come out, determine the repairs needed, confirm that original bid, and submit that bid to you as the investor. You'll close on the property within 45 days. And after the closing, the contractor will complete the repairs, and then we will approve the repair work. The inspector will come back out. I will come out, take photos for you, and then we'll turn it over to the property manager. Now, in Atlanta, we also offer bank-owned REO properties in addition to HUD. They're both foreclosures, but done by different companies. These are the same. They're single-family, discounted properties, areas of appreciation. They're actually done by Wells Fargo. They are Wells Fargo REOs. And I'd love to talk to you about that as well. And I'm actually going to turn this over to Tanya, let her talk to you about new construction in Georgia as well.
Thanks, Cass. Good job. I'm really proud of her. You can see why. I did want to talk for just a moment about new construction in Atlanta. It's always an ongoing market, Atlanta being such a big metropolitan area. We always have different opportunities going on. It's interesting because Atlanta has not experienced the big pullback that a lot of other markets have. In fact, I just saw a recent statistic from one of our local real estate gurus, John Adams, and he said that Atlanta overall, and I'm talking about an 18-county area, so this is a blended rate, appreciated at a rate of 3%. So obviously we had some that were higher, probably some that did show something that was negative. But we don't have builders that are in really big trouble. We really do have to search to find opportunities. And we do have some that we have spec sheets on today. This is just an example. Kind of our bread and butter in our markets, a 4-bedroom, 2.5-bath home on a slab. As Cassidy says, we're looking in high growth areas, northeast, northwest side of Atlanta. If you think about Atlanta having a perimeter around it, that perimeter is called Highway 285 or Interstate 285. We work the top half of that. We really try to stay off of the south side. It tends to be more industrial and not appreciate as rapidly due to the schools there. The key thing that drives the Atlanta economy is very, very simple. It comes down to jobs. We have more jobs than we have people to fill those jobs, and that is projected to go through the next several years. If you go to a website, check out these stats, Atlanta Regional Council. They have some fantastic statistics that will give you some insight onto the key economic drivers of Atlanta. Because of the abbreviated time today, I would really like for you, if you're interested in the new construction, rather than me running through a bunch of slides about that, come see us over the table. So we're here to talk to you about HUD properties in Georgia, REO properties in Georgia, and also new construction in Georgia. All very good investments. Atlanta to me, and I'm very heavily invested in Atlanta myself, it's kind of like a savings one. It kind of goes up, steady and slow, but we also don't see the downturn when other markets do. So if you're looking for an investment like that in your portfolio, that nice steady grower, I think Atlanta's a market that you're going to want to take a look at.